All right, welcome to my live Christmas drawing for October 19th, 2022. Sorry for the earlier start, had to push it back a half hour. I have something came up and I'm not going to be around at my normal time, so I'm going to try to crack this video out a little earlier tonight. So thanks again for tuning in, October 19th, and all the rage right now, all the rage, people in my generation, is the McDonald's Halloween buckets. We grew up with them. We loved them. We had them. We kept them. The new ones are out, and the reviews are not so good. I'm hearing a lot of people are not happy with them. But I'm going to do a little take on the McDonald's Halloween buckets of yesteryear, the good versions of them. So the good versions had a lid, imagine that. The new ones do not have a lid. Let me do this without that lid real quick. No, you know what? I'm going to do the lid on this one. But yeah, the new ones don't have a lid. It's got a paper lid. I remember getting these when we were little. I could have sworn the ghost one was glow in the dark. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it was. And all of the other ones, the pumpkin, pale. I think there was like 3 different ones, 3 different faces that you were able to get back in the day. But now the new buckets are just all the faces are on one bucket. I didn't pick one up yet. I don't think I will. Just because I prefer the old ones. All right, so that's a rough sketch. Now, you might be saying, well, that's the Halloween one. Yeah, I'm going to draw the Halloween ones because my idea for today, which you'll see soon, I'm going to do the classics and then a little Christmas take on them. So the buckets back in the day, this one's your pumpkin. I don't remember the names. I know there's McBoo. I know that's the ghost one. I don't remember the names of the other ones. But they also had a black handle on the pail. Perfect. All right. So now what I'm going to do, since this one's a little larger than what I'm going to leave it at, I'm going to add a new layer. And I'm going to start an inking layer. And I'm going to do this in the syrup brush here. I'm only going to do the outline of the bucket for now because my idea is the old copy paste routine here. 2 reasons. 1, they're all the same shape bucket, and 2, saves a little bit of time, especially when I'm kind of short on time today. And we're going to do... The only reason I'm not going to copy and paste the lid, at least on this one, is because the witch has a different lid. The pumpkin and the ghost have the same lid. The witch actually had a witch-shaped hat. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this layer. And then I'm going to paste it. So we can go over here to add. We're going to paste it. And we're going to paste it a total of 4 times. Because I want to have, let's see, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Yeah, because the other 2 are going to be the witch one. Okay, so let me start doing my shrinking here. So we're going to shrink you down. Put that layer over here. We're going to do 3 across the top. And 3 across the bottom. Trying to keep them all the same. I guess what I probably could have done was just copied 3 of them and then copied that and pasted it as a whole, but we're doing it this way. So we got 3 across. Perfect. Then we're going to move this one down. All right, then we're going to move the pencil drawing up with this one up here because we're just going to turn that one. I think we'll do the pumpkin one first. Keep it a classic. So we're going to leave him like that. We'll move that one around. That way I could just trace over the lid. But I'm going to combine all of the, let's see. Yeah, all these layers I'm going to combine just because I don't need there we go. I don't need all those different layers floating around. So we're going to go back to the ink layer here, and then we're just going to finish sketching this one in. Let me go back to my syrup pen. Still just trying to come up with some things that are a little bit still Halloween-y and Christmassy here, seeing that we're still in the month of October. Then we'll do the face here. Not spending too much time on these because this isn't really the main point of this drawing. This is just your classic Halloween versions. Okay, now I'm going to shuffle this guy over here because we're going to turn this one into the ghost. So I'm just going to copy the lid again. Again, I probably could have just done one and copied all of the lids, but again, this way is fine. That way at least they're all a little bit different and they're not all copy and paste. And then the ghost face, I'm going to turn this pencil layer off so I don't mess myself up here. The ghost face had like, let me think. A little bit of a, yeah, it seems about right. Perfect. We'll leave it like that. And then we'll do this one, the witch. So the witch, again, I'm not going to bring the other lid over because there isn't one. But I do like to do a pencil layer first, especially with a new shape here. So the pencil layer for this, we're going to just kind of make the witch dome here. And then this had just a top like that, flat on the top. Now I think they all had air vents in the top, but I'm not going to draw those in, but I know they had air vents as well. All right, so now we're going to ink this, add it to the ink layer, make sure I'm on the correct one. Okay. And there's the lid for the witch hat. Go back to my pencil layer for the face. And we'll do her face. Now, the witch had hair on the sides as well. I think it was a witch just because of the hat. I think this one's name was like McGoblin. I could be wrong, but I think it was. But I guess a witch and a goblin. I don't know. I always thought it was a witch. Also because she had eyelashes. And the hair. Then she had a pumpkin mouth. And a classic witch's wart on the side of her mouth there. Now we're going to ink this out. And the hair, and then she'll be done. And then I think I'm going to, I won't color this right yet. All right, we're going to leave that go. Then I'm going to go down here. Actually, I have to copy and paste. Here's how we're going to do this. We're going to select this. And then we're going to copy and paste it. Okay, we'll move one of them there. Paste another one. Oops. Paste another one there. I'm going to have to move them around a little bit, unless I made them a little bit bigger than the top, which I might have. Let's see. I'll shrink them down a little bit. All right. Let me move this last one here over just a bit. All right, we're going to leave them like that. That's good enough. All right, so we're going to combine, let's see. Yep, we're going to combine these 3 layers. Now everything's all on the same layer. And what we're going to do here, we're going to do Christmas counterparts for these pails. So I'm going to go to this pencil layer because we're going to sketch these in. So for the pumpkin, since this pail is orange, I think what would be a good counterpart for an orange pail would be a gingerbread. It'll be a brown pail. This one will have the... I guess I'm going to just do the classic lid on the pail just because I don't really know what else you could do. So we're going to add our classic lid here. But we're going to make this one a gingerbread. And I think we're going to do... I think I'm going to do a female gingerbread here. But if I do that, I think I could do... We'll do like some icing squiggles down there. And then I'm thinking I could do a bow. I don't know if a bow on the lid would work. We'll have to do a bow on the side here. Because the thing is, with the classic pails, the faces are only just black. So I'm thinking on the new Christmas counterparts, it's going to be full color. That's just my thought. So now for a ghost, that's a white pail. So I'm thinking we're going to kind of do the witch style hat, but we're going to have it come up more straight. Kind of mimic a top hat, if you will. Because for the white one, I think we're going to do a snowman seems fitting. I think I'm going to change the eyes over there on the gingerbread because I want to try to keep it in that classic style. So if I do that, I'm going to have to change the eyes. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Let me erase these. And we'll just sketch in a set of new eyes here. I'm going to make that mouth a little smaller anyway when I do it. That fits with the theme a little more. And for the final one, the witch, the green one, what I was thinking for that one, or not the witch's hat is a snowman. But yes, the hat goes with the snowman one. But I think what I'm going to do, you can't have a Christmas pail without a Santa. So I think we're going to just do a Santa. But this one, I'm picturing a rim of a hat. And instead of a pumpkin-y dome, it's going to have a ball on the top. Because there's not really a good way to make a pointy Santa hat. Because it still has to be a lid. So I think we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to kind of do a beard all on the outside. We'll give him a mouth right on the outside like that. And the pumpkin one has a nose, so I think we could do a nose on him. That'll be fine. Then the eyes, we're going to do a classic eye. I'm going to put them on this side this time. And let's see, we'll give him some eyebrows. And the coloring on him is going to make him more Santa-like. But that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do these in full color just because it's going to look a lot better. So I'm going to go to my ink layer. Then we're going to ink these in. and then we'll color them in. So we're going to go over here to the gingerbread first. And we'll do her lid. Then like I said, I'm going to do these a little bit smaller. Kind of just sketched everything in quite large. So we'll do these smaller. Then we'll get everything colored. And then I'm going to head out. So I just picture this being like the icing on a gingerbread. I guess I don't even know why I bothered to sketch it in if I ended up doing everything smaller anyway. And then this is the icing kind of that separates the head from the body. That'll work. Onto the snowman. Top hat. Again, my Christmas ones are going to have a bit more detailing in them. Color and different shapes. Nothing against the classic McDonald's style, but charcoal pieces from the mouth and on to the Santa. I realize now I sketched this one pretty dark. We'll give him a rosy cheek as well. I guess that was kind of me mimicking the ghost's mouth a little bit when I did that design. Again, we'll color them in, make them look a little nicer. So we're going to eliminate the pencil sketch layer there, reference this layer, and then we will get to coloring. I'm going to color the Halloween ones. So we're going to, let's see. Let me see if I can get the colors. So got a classic lime green we're going to do here for the witch. It's a pretty good color. It's kind of how I remember it. Then everything on the originals are just solid black. I'll add a little bit of depth to them with some shading and some highlights when I'm done here, but again, I don't want to put too much more time into this. And we'll do the handle black. Handles are black on all the... Yep, must have left that open. Yeah, probably. Let me try that one more time just in case. Yep, I must have clicked somewhere else. So we're going to just start filling in the handles while I'm right here. I'll fill in the face. There's really no coloring to do on the ghost one since it's all solid black anyway. We'll fill in this. Then we'll hit him up with his orange. Perfect. Then he's a classic pumpkin orange. Perfect. So there's those three. Now we'll do their Christmas counterparts. Black handles. Got to keep that consistency. We'll do that. Yep. Must have... Let me see here. Yeah, I must have left that one open somewhere. I don't know where, so I'm just going to draw this one in real quick. By the time I would find where it's open, it's just quicker to fill it in. Perfect. All right, we'll do, while we have the blackout, we'll do the snowman's charcoal pieces and eyeballs. And I just realized I left that open. I'm going to close that just so I can get the coloring right. All right, back to the color layer. So we'll start here with the gingerbread. I think that one's just going to be your brown pale with maybe some white or green icing, red for the mouth. Let me just fill all this in. Then we'll give the gingerbread, let's do a red bow. Red lips. Let me go back to the brown. Realized I forgot that whole section down there. And I'm thinking we'll do some green eyebrows just to give it a little more coloring. And I think I like the white for the eyes just because it's icing. So I think we're going to leave that. We'll move over to the snowman. We'll give him his orange nose. His bucket's going to remain white. And he's going to get a gray lid with the black buckle, which that's not going to look good because I left it open. So all I'm going to do is get my yellow, and I'll just draw the buckle in here. Again, just because by the time I would find that, take forever. So we're going to just leave him like that, even though it's backwards. Yeah, I can't do that. I got to fix it. I was kind of hoping I'd get away with it. There it is. All right, now we'll go back to the black and fill it in. We'll do it correctly, don't worry. Even there's some things I can't not fix. So there we go. Over to the Santa. Obviously, he's the man in red, so we're going to give him a red hat. His bucket's going to be on the peach side. And we'll give him his beard. We're going to go pure white with the beard. Same thing with his hat. Pure white. Wow. I didn't think that would stay. I don't know why it changed before, but whatever. We got it. Now, his eyes. What do you think for the eyes? They say Santa has blue eyes, but I don't know. We're going to give him some blue eyes, though. And we'll give him a rosy cheek. So for that, we'll lighten this up a little bit. Perfect. Then fill in one other part that I forgot here. And then we'll do a shadow layer. So I'm thinking that's our Christmas counterpart for the McDonald's buckets. So we'll go to black. We'll lighten this up. We're going to add some shadows. That's a little too large there. Okay. Nothing too intense. That'll look a little better with some highlights and stuff, since it's plastic. That's about it for the shadow work. There's not going to be too much on these. I don't think we ever had the witch one growing up. I could be wrong, but I don't think we did. We definitely had the pumpkins and the ghost. I'm going to say we didn't have the witch. Do some quick shadow work on here because I gotta head out soon. I think with our pails, though, we kept them for years. We ended up, I mean, they survived being in our toy box and like getting a bunch of like other toys smashed on them and shit, and they survived. All right, we'll do some highlights on the appropriate ones here. You're not going to see too much because most of them are white, but I'm going to add a little bit of highlighting on these. A little bit on the handle. You won't see much on the ghost at all, so I'm not even going to spend time over there. We'll do some on the witch. It's mostly just on their lids. I kind of like the gingerbread one the most, I think, out of all of them. I guess just because of the color variation, it stands out a little bit more. All right, one more thing before I go back to my reference layer. Let me gritty these up just a little bit, not too much. And I'm thinking just because of the detailing that these lack, it's kind of a plain picture. I think I'm going to just leave it like that and not do much on the background at all. I just think it might stand out a little more like that. All right, Gingy, here we go. And that line was a little too straight. I got to bend that a little bit. All right, snowman, you're shivering, you're cold. A couple of stray hairs there. Over to Santa. You're tired. You're working all year. You're beat. It's Christmas. Got some beard stragglers. Perfect. And I think that's how we're going to leave it. So you got your juxtaposition Halloween classic pails on the top, followed by your newly minted Christmas ones that I just developed here. And I'm going to send this over to McDonald's, see if they'll make them for us. So I'm going to go to calligraphy, sign this, and head on out. Guess while I'm signing this, I could say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw here, you could follow me on Instagram, Ague Designs, AGUEDESIGNS. I post daily Christmas artwork every day in 2022. So haven't missed a day yet. So make sure you're checking that out. And yeah, that's going to do it. So what day is today? Today's the 19th. So we'll have another Halloween-ish episode, so I'll come up with something for next week. So I will be back here 6:30 next week, the normal time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, check it out over on Instagram. Leave a comment, thumbs up, and make sure you're following me over there. And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.